Okay, so we've got Bruce Tindale with us, who's the Regional Art Gallery Manager. Bruce, what will the NBN mean for you in the future as a manager of an art gallery with a multi-million-dollar collection?
Well, just for our general operations, it's going to provide a great opportunity to speed things up. We, in the digital age, we have a big flow of information that involves images, digital video, and just broadly information that at the moment, as we talked about earlier, a lot of things still come through Australia Post or by couriers. It will expand ultimately to allow us to actually engage in a greater way with visual artists and arts industry people. At some point we would expect that the NBN will allow us to actually run live streaming video into the gallery and be able to do that out to other regional galleries at low cost.
Yes.
That would be our great hope. It'll also allow us to have greater interaction with the public faster. Our collection catalogue should be completed to a high standard by sometime next year, once our new facility is commissioned to house the collection, and this will create opportunities for tourism, for research, and just for the general curiosity of people who want to know about what's in the outback.
And of course the NBN would allow you to save costs through exhibitors not being able to travel and avoiding the costs of travel. Yeah. Instead you could stream their video.
Yeah, as I said, we're very keen to have artists come and visit us, but where costs or just availability of people may preclude that, and often some of your more successful artists are very busy and don't have the time, but to still be able to stream them live into galleries for openings or for talks will actually be a really big advantage and of great benefit to just the local public, but also for our large population of local artists to enjoy these people.
And you have a large network of museums, galleries, support agencies that you interact with all over the world, no doubt?
Well, largely within Australia, but it doesn't preclude the fact that if we create, at the moment we're involved with EMED Mining and what they're calling a cultural alliance between Broken Hill and the town of Rio Tinto in Spain. And part of that alliance is to build rapport between the arts communities in both countries and to share ideas and to build opportunities for travel, for tourism and for art exchanges. And a really good way to actually help bolster that and drive it forward will be easy access to those people via the net.
Absolutely. And with the art world in our part of Broken Hill and far western New South Wales, we have a lot of Indigenous artists. Is there some opportunity there? You can see some of these individual budding artists themselves take advantage of the NBN through online sales, for example?
Yeah, of course. With good support and direction in how to actually establish themselves online, there's no reason why regional artists, whether they're Indigenous or non-Indigenous, shouldn't be able to enjoy exposure and improve their economic position. There's an enormous amount of talent right across Australia in regional areas, but it often doesn't get promoted or seen outside of those communities.
That's right. And how many art galleries do we have in our region?
Well, just in our region alone, if we take in Mildura would be the closest, about 3 hours away, and there's a small regional gallery at Burra, which is also about 3.5 hours away. Then the next nearest one is Dubbo, which is about 8 hours by car, and then up to Moree, which would probably be about 12 hours. Right. Over to Orange. So we're actually fairly isolated out here, and we rely on the fact that we've got a community of about 19,500 who live here, and then the tourism trade, which is also important because we have a fine collection of things that are of real interest to visitors, and they're always surprised to see the sorts of things that we have out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course we've got all the private art galleries that are in the immediate vicinity.
I think there's nearly about 28 to 30 private galleries in Broken Hill, which be way more than you would expect to find in a country town, particularly a remote one.
So along with our regional art gallery, all the private galleries, the film studio, we've got the makings of an amazing creative industries hub.
Well, that's right. There are the established local artists. There are lots of emerging local artists. There are also a small number of artists who are seeing places like Broken Hill as a very desirable place to relocate to because of lifestyle and affordability. And with the advent of the NBN, that will enable people to be able to run their careers in other places like Melbourne, Adelaide or Sydney or Brisbane, and they don't actually have to be located in a place where they may not like the type of lifestyle. So they have a much more relaxed and affordable lifestyle in a place like Broken Hill.
So teleworking will be a really big feature of the NBN down the track for this region.
Yeah, I think it will be an important part of it.
That's
Great.
fabulous.